Coming up on Mountain News this morning, Eastern Kentucky officials are playing catch-up after a variety of severe weather hits at the region. And officials urge you to be mindful of road conditions during your early morning commute.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News this morning.
Good morning, I'm Chas Gayhart. It is 5:34 on Monday, January 10th. Let's go over and see what's happening with Brandon. Good morning, Brandon.
Good morning, Chas.
Good
How
to
are you
see
this
you.
morning?
I'm good.
Good. Yeah, I'm here at home this morning. Had a close call with some COVID, but we're going to see how it plays out over the next couple of days. We're looking at US 119, US 23 here at Jenkins, going up the road there this morning. Some icy spots possible out there on the roadways, so continue to be careful this morning as temperatures stay well below freezing as you head through the first part of your day. We're looking at temperatures basically at 19 to about 28 there across our region this morning. We're going to continue to see again that cold air well below freezing there, so that means anything that got left over from yesterday, any ponding water, any water on the roads, likely refroze overnight. Watch out for some black ice as well this morning. 19 in Lexington, 21 Cincinnati, and Louisville, 27 in Nashville, 29 in the Tri-Cities, and 24 up toward Charleston, West Virginia. Breakfast weather wheats this morning, the frosted weather wheats. Get your bowls out, and we're going to be seeing a forecast that features out here the possibility for, again, some cold temperatures and clear skies as we head through the first part of the morning, and there'll be a few clouds as we head deeper into the day, but for the most part, we get above freezing later today, so that's some good news. Your 12-hour forecast will show you that. Sunrise this morning at 7:48, sunset this afternoon at 5:34. Chas?
Thank you, Brandon, and can't wait till you're back here with us again. Well, a deputy for the Morgan County Sheriff's Office died Saturday. According to the Sheriff's Office Facebook page, Deputy Alex Spencer died unexpectedly while off duty on Saturday. Spencer was less than a month away from graduating from the Department of Criminal Justice Training Academy. Officials with the Sheriff's Office say he was excelling in his training and was excited to serve the people of Morgan County. The remains of a man found in 2019 have been identified. The remains found by a land surveyor near Chimney Rock Road in Hazard were sent to the Kentucky State Medical Examiner's Office in Frankfort, then transported to the Forensic Anthropology Center at the University of Tennessee, with the help of KSP DNA testing and suspected family members providing DNA for comparison. The Perry County Coroner's Office was able to confirm the individual was George Feltner of Chimney Rock in Hazard. No foul play was expected. A Lexington man attacked his girlfriend, then set her apartment on fire during the weekend. Richmond police say Logan Browning broke into his ex-girlfriend's apartment with a baseball bat type of weapon. They said he attacked the victim, taking her handgun with him. Police say the woman and her 3 young children escaped, but Browning stayed inside, firing off shots for hours. Police evacuated people from the building.
We were in there doing laundry, and they brought probably 20 people besides us in there with us. And the girl who I guess was with the guy, she was in there with her kids. She was crying.
Officers say Browning set the apartment on fire in the early hours of Saturday morning and left out the back door. Neighbors say the building was engulfed in a matter of minutes. Browning was arrested and was the only one who sustained injuries. One man has died after he was involved in a series of pileup crashes that occurred in Mount Sterling Thursday. Norman Taylor was on his way to a hardware convention in Nashville when the snowstorm hit. Roads quickly became treacherous for Taylor, who was coming from his home in Huntington. Close to 70 vehicles were involved in collisions on I-64 between Mount Sterling and Winchester.
It's extremely heartbreaking because he was a prayer warrior in my life. He very often he would encourage me with either a text or a Facebook message.
Taylor served at the First Church of Nazarene in Huntington, where he was involved in youth ministry. Friends of Taylor say he was a friend of everybody. A Laurel County man was arrested Thursday on Kentucky 472 near London. Laurel County first responders were trying to clear crashes and pull a fire truck from a ditch during the winter storm. That's when 58-year-old Jimmy Dean Gray drove in the wrong lane of traffic by first responders and sped around cars that were stopped. Gray lost control and went off the road. He was arrested and charged with 4 counts of wanton endangerment and reckless driving. During the holidays, pets can be an exciting gift to give a loved one, but all too often those Christmas puppies end up back at the shelter waiting on their forever homes. WYMT's Alyssa Williams spoke to those at the Kentucky River Regional Animal Shelter about the surrenders they see following the holiday season.
Whether it's to teach children about responsibility or to give a companion to a loved one, pets are a popular gift each holiday season.
On the average, about 15% of gifts that are given are pets.
But after the newness wears off, many of those animals end up being rehomed or surrendered to shelters just like this one.
The issue after Christmas, you'll see of those that's given as gifts, about 20% of those are either returned or rehomed.
Board chairman of the Kentucky River Regional Animal Shelter, Tammy Noble, says although moving from home to home can cause stress to the animal, it's better for it to be surrendered to an animal shelter versus other alternatives.
If you do get a pet, if you do get one for Christmas or you do get one anytime and you do need to rehome it, or it's just not working out, a divorce, health issues, whatever, bring them to the shelter. Don't give them away or rehome them on Facebook. Don't use Craigslist. It's very dangerous.
Noble adds that thanks to rescue groups and screened adoptions, many animals at this shelter have a higher likelihood of ending up in loving homes.
You may think the shelter is the worst thing that could happen to an animal, but most of the animals that we get here, they do find homes, and it's the best thing that could ever happen to them.
Hoping to create safer outcomes for animals who didn't find their forever homes this holiday season. In Hazard, Alyssa Williams, WYMT Mountain News.
Noble adds that if anyone has resorted to putting indoor animals outdoors, it's important to ensure the animal has a covered and insulated source of shelter, especially during winter weather. Knott County officials are playing catch-up after severe flooding and heavy snow. Damage is being assessed and community leaders are hopeful the worst has passed. Knott County Judge Executive Jeff Dobson says thankfully no one was hurt or killed by the weather. He adds only one family had to be escorted out of their home.
We were fortunate enough we had our cabins at our Mountain Made Adventure ATV park, and hey, they come in handy. We were able to move that family there to safety and a good warm dry place for those folks, that family.
Dobson says they only have a limited number of crews to work with. He adds he has applied for emergency funds to help fix some of the property damage caused by the flooding. Temperatures reached the mid to upper 40s during the weekend, and that caused a bit of melting after our area's big snowstorm on Thursday afternoon. Along with warmer temperatures, the area received rain yesterday, which further melted any remaining snow. But officials are warning folks about these sloppy conditions. Icy roads are possible this morning after rain and runoff froze overnight.
Watch the roads. If they're wet, most likely it's going to freeze. I think they'll probably be out spot treating roads. They usually do that. So that's a plus if they can spot treat those slick areas.
Officials are warning folks to remain weather aware of icy conditions. And just ahead this morning, we remember the life of a man who played a major role in rock and roll history.
And the forecast continues to stay chilly for a little while longer. We will rebound, though, later this week. I'll have the latest forecast in about 3 minutes.